Hello students, welcome to a new chapter of class 9 mathematics, that is chapter number 6, lines and angles. This is the first lecture of this chapter. So before starting the chapter, let me discuss about the brief description or brief idea about the chapter. Basically this chapter is the conceptual framework of geometry. It consists of some concepts of lines like what are the straight lines, ray, line segment, parallel lines, perpendicular lines, etc. It also consists of the concept of angles, like what are the angles, what are the types of angles like vertically opposite angles, linear pair angles, adjacent pair angles, supplementary angles, complementary angles, and etc. Except these two concepts, this chapter consists of 8 theorems and their proofs. Okay, so this is the most important and fundamental concept of geometry. So we have to start with the first concept, that is concepts of lines. Okay, so let's start. So we have to first start with the definition of straight line. So what are the straight line? A straight line is a line which has no endpoints. It means it is neither the starting point nor the ending point. See, this is the geometrical figure of a straight line. It is neither the starting point nor the ending point. Okay, it means if you want, you can extend this line in this direction, and here also you can extend this line in this direction. That is why the postulate number 1 of Euclid said that a straight line can be extended in any direction. Okay, this is the definition of straight line, that it is neither the starting point nor the ending point. Okay, so let's write. It is a line, okay, which has neither starting point and nor the ending point. Okay, so it can be extended in both the direction. You can extend this line in this direction, you can extend this line in this direction. And the symbolical representation of a straight line is denoted by an arrow mark. Arrow mark means what? Arrow mark means you can extend this line in this direction. Here also you can extend this line in this direction up to infinite distance. Understood? So the graphical representation is represented by arrow mark like this. Suppose this is the side A, this is the side B. So a straight line can be represented like this, AB, over which you have to draw or you have to symbolically represent the straight line. Understood? Now this is the definition of straight line. Next is, what are the rays? Okay. Similarly, as straight line, a ray is also a line. It is also a line. But the only difference is that it has the starting point, but it doesn't have end point. It means it has only one end. But a straight line has no end, but it has only one end. That is, it has starting point but no end point. Understood? So write it. A ray has only one end point. Okay? Or you can say it has one starting point, okay, but no end point. It has no end point. Since it has starting point, that is why that point is denoted by this symbol. Okay, but it has no end point, that is why it is denoted by an arrow mark. It means you can extend this line only in this direction but not in this direction. Understood? Now if you want, then you can represent a ray, AB ray, like this. AB, over which you have to draw the symbol of arrow. Okay, this is the symbol of a ray. Understood? Next is, what are the line segment? Okay, what is the line segment? A line segment is also a line, but it has two endpoints. Okay, it is a line which has Okay, what are the endpoints? One is starting point and another is ending point. Okay, like this. A, B. See, it has a starting point or initial point and has an end point. So it cannot be represented by arrow mark. Okay, arrow mark means it can be extended, but here no arrow mark. It means it cannot be extended in both the way. Understood? So you can write it has a starting point, or you can write it has both starting point and end point, right? So it can be represented by like this. AB line segment can be represented by AB, over which you have to draw the symbol of point, symbol of line segment. Understood? So these are the basic concept about straight line, ray and line segment. A straight line has no endpoint, it means it can be extended in any direction. A ray has only one endpoint, so it can be extended only in one direction. But in case of line segment, it has two endpoints, that means it cannot be extended in any direction. Right? So next is the concept of angles. Okay. First of all, we have to know what are the angles. How an angle is formed. Okay. Listen, an angle is formed when two rays originated from a same endpoint, or if two rays have a common endpoint, then they will form an angle. How? See, this is a ray. Suppose the name of the ray is AB. Understood? This is another ray. The name of the ray is AC. So here we have two rays. One is AB, another is AC. Now you see, these two rays originated from a single point. They have a common origin point, or they have a common meeting point. Understood? So if two rays have common meeting point or they have common origin point, then they will form an angle between them. Okay, this is known as angle. Understood? So we can write the definition of angle. An angle is formed when two rays have a common origin point or common origin, or you can say if the two rays have common end point. Okay, or if two rays have common end point. Understood? Then they will form an angle. Suppose this is a ray M N. Okay, let me draw another ray N C. Then how many rays are there? Two rays. One is Mn and other is Cn. Right? Now you can see these two rays have same origin point, so they will make an angle in between them. Okay, this is known as angle. Right? Now these two rays, for this angle, these two rays are known as arms of the angle. What are they? They are known as arms, or they are known as sides. Okay, if they are closed, then they are known as sides, but if they are open, then they are known as arms. In case of triangle, we call this side, not arms, but if the angle is open, then it is known as arms. Right? So an angle has how many arms? An angle has two arms. For this angle, it is how many arms? It has two arms, a B and a C. So every angle has two arms. Understood? Now these two arms are originated or are meeting at a common point. Now this origin point is known as vertex. What is it? It is vertex. So now we can define what is a vertex. A vertex is a point where two rays are originated. Understood? The point from which two rays are originated are known as vertex. So here the vertex is N. Right? Here the vertex is A. Understood? Now an angle, we know an angle has two concepts or two definitions or two terms. That is, one is arm, another is vertex. Now these two ones form an angle. This angle can be represented by a symbol that is known as theta. What is it? It is theta. So you can write here an angle is represented by a symbol theta. Okay, what is it? Theta. 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 Like this. Okay. Now, what is the unit of angle? The unit of angle is degree. As the unit of distance is kilometer, meter, centimeter. Okay. Unit of height is feet, inch. Similarly, the unit of angle is degree. Okay. Next point is unit of angle is degree or radian. Okay, an angle has 2 degree. You can write it in two measurement or 2 unit. You can write it in degree or you can write it in radian. Understood? Next thing is, how can you represent an angle? Okay, see, an angle is formed at the vertex, at the common meeting point or at the origin point. Okay, so what is the name of this angle? The name of this angle is BAC. What is it? It is BAC. Right? Similarly, what is the name of this angle? CNM. CNM. Okay, so this is the name of the angle, or we can write the angles in this form. Understood? So this is the basic definition of angles. What are the angles? How can we represent angles? An angle has how many parts? Okay, one is arms, other is vertex. How can the symbolically an angle be represented? Understood? So now we will discuss about the types of angles. As I have told you, an angle can be represented either in degree or in radian. There is also a relationship between the degree and the radian, but I will tell it later. We have to first discuss about the types of angles on the basis of measurement. On the basis of measurement, the angles are of 6 types, and we will discuss about each type chronologically. So let us start with the first type. What is that? That is acute angle. What is an acute angle? As you know, an angle whose value is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree is known as acute angle. This is a simple definition. Okay, so an angle whose value is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. It means the value of the angle lies in between 0 and 90. It is greater than 0 and less than 90. Okay, as you know, an angle can be represented by theta. So theta is always, see, greater than 0 degree, right? Theta is greater than 0 degree, but it is less than 90 degree. So for acute angle, you can write theta is greater than 0 degree and this theta is less than 90 degree. Understood? This is an acute angle. Now if you want, you can represent the acute angle geometrically like this. Okay, suppose this is O, this is A, this is B. Then the acute angle theta can be represented like this. AOB is an acute angle. Understood? So always the acute angle is like this, see, like this. Okay, the angle between them is greater than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. Understood? Next is our right angle. Right angle. What is the right angle? An angle whose value is exactly 90 degree is known as right angle. Okay? So an angle whose value is exactly 90 degree. It means here the theta value is equal to 90 degree. Here the theta is greater than 0 less than 90, but here the theta is equal to 90 degree. Okay, you can represent it geometrically like this. Suppose this is OAB. Now, in between these two rays there is an angle formed, and this angle is equal to 90 degree. So you can write AOB angle is equal to 90 degree. Understood? So a right angle can be represented like this. This is 90 degree, but this is acute angle. This is right angle. Okay. So the next definition is your obtuse angle. What is the obtuse angle? Simply an angle whose value is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is known as obtuse angle. Okay. So an angle whose value is greater than 90 but less than 180 degree. Okay. So here the angle is known as theta. Theta is what? Greater than 90 degree. So this is the symbol of greater than. And less than 180 degree. So this is the symbol of less than. Here theta is less than 180 degree, but here theta is greater than 90 degree. Okay, this is known as obtuse angle. Now we will represent it geometrically. Geometrically, an obtuse angle can be represented like this. This angle theta is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. Okay, so here AOB angle is obtuse. So how we can represent an obtuse angle? This is acute, this is right, and this is obtuse angle. Understood? These are the three definitions. Let us talk about another angle that is known as, what is it? Straight angle. Okay. So our fourth angle is straight angle. So from the term straight, you can identify this angle. Straight means an angle which seems to be a straight line. Okay, is known as a straight angle. It means the angle whose value is exactly 180 degree is known as a straight angle. Okay, so an angle whose value is exactly 180 degree, okay, is known as an obtuse angle. That means it seems to be a straight line like this, like this. Suppose this is a ray OA, okay, this is another ray OB. Now this two ray has a common endpoint, that is O. O is the vertex. Now as I know, or as we know, that whenever two rays have same origin point, then they will form an angle in between them. Okay. Now the value of this angle is 180 degree. Okay. So here theta is equal to 180 degree. So if you want to represent it, then you have to draw a straight line like this. So this is our straight angle. Okay. This is straight angle. This is obtuse angle. This is right angle. This is acute angle. Understood? Next is reflex angle. Okay. So the fifth angle is reflex angle. What is a reflex angle? The angle whose value is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. Okay. See, this is a protractor. Now this is 0 degree. This is 180 degree. So this straight line is a straight angle. Now, if this angle is greater than 180 degree, it means suppose this is a ray OA. Okay. As we know, this is another ray OB. So it makes an angle in between them, that is a straight angle. But if this angle is greater than 180 degree, it means suppose this is 180 degree. Now we extend it like this. Okay. And an angle is formed in between the two rays OA and OB. Now you can see this angle is greater than 180 degree. Okay. But it is less than 360 degree. So this type of angle is known as reflex angle. So the simple definition of reflex angle is an angle whose value is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. So here the angle theta, okay, is greater than 180 degree but this theta is less than 360 degree. Okay. So this is a reflex angle. So this is the graphical representation of reflex angle. Okay. This is straight angle, or you can say this is straight angle. Now this is reflex angle. Okay. So the last but not the least is complete angle. Okay. So our sixth angle is complete angle. What are the complete angles? An angle whose value is exactly 360 degree. Okay. Let us talk about a circle. As we know, the angle made by a circle is 360 degree. Okay. So what is the complete angle? The angle whose value is exactly 360 degree is known as complete angle. It means suppose this angle starts from this and ends at this, then it will revolve around the circle and it will make an angle 360 degree. Okay. So an angle whose value is exactly 360 degree is known as complete angle. Okay. How can we represent it? Suppose this is a ray OA and another ray is also coincident on this ray OB. Okay. Then according to the definition, they will form an angle in between them. This is the angle formed by these two rays. Now they will form an angle 360 degree and it is known as complete angle. So you can write theta for the complete angle to be 360 degree. Understood? So these are the 6 types of angles on the basis of measurement. Okay, what are they? First is acute angle. So for this acute angle, theta is greater than 0 degree, less than 90 degree. This is. Second is right angle, theta is 90 degree. Third is obtuse angle, where theta is greater than 90, less than 180 degree. Fourth is straight angle, where theta is 180 degree. Fifth is reflex angle, where theta is 180 degree but less than 360 degree. And the last is a complete angle, that is like this. Okay, like this, where two rays coincide over each other and they will form an angle 360.